fake Dr. Cheyenne Bryant goes on the Breakfast Club, and she cannot prove that she is a doctor. And I think it doesn't matter. It don't matter if she can't prove she's a doctor. It doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you why. It doesn't matter why Dr. Cheyenne Bryant cannot prove that she's a doctor. And Black people being up in arms, to me, is laughable. I'm going to tell you why it's laughable. So let's watch a few clips. And girl, she don't even have a dissertation, boo-boo. Huh? How you's a doctor and you don't have no dissertation? You ain't got no papers you wrote? I still have copies, my first copies that I published of 23 types of guys you might meet. I have a copy of every book. Every book I have published, I have a copy. My editors have a copy. It is in my files. And you's a doctor, and you don't have no copies of no dissertation. You it's not published nowhere, but you's a doctor. But to me, it don't matter. It doesn't matter. And I'm gonna tell you why it doesn't matter. And Black people being up in arms is laughable. Okay, to me, I'll let you know why. Be sure to watch the videos I did earlier today. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs up, share this out. Let me know what you think about this. It is a Breakfast Club, so let's add a little bit of music so I don't get no copyright issue. I'll put my books over it. We don't have any issues with copyright. And
question about your doctorate, because people can't find your dissertation online. Mm-hmm. How are you responding to that in this new era of your life?
I'm going to clear it up once on here. I'm not doing it again. And I'm clearing it up for my doc squad, for my fan base, for my audience who deserve to hear me address it. For the folks who have already made up their mind to not like me or not understand me, listen, I don't give a fuck what your narrative is. I would like for you to recreate it, double down on it, and run that shit. Because I don't give a fuck about it. Now, to my doc squad, my fan base, my folks, you know, my village, it's very simple. I went to a school, Argosy University, completed an entire program. I went back online to get my official transcripts because I was applying to a law school many years ago to be a professor there. And I had to provide my transcripts, right, to get hired. And I went to contact the school and say, hey, I need my official transcripts. I need my entire thing. And there was no school. I was like, okay, I'm confused. I Google. It says this school has been shut down. I said, oh, well, they got to have records. I mean, they were accredited when I attended the school. They were accredited when I finished the program. I go and look, there is a third party that has the records. Why I contact the third party? That third party only holds records for 2 years. I was past my 2 years. So that means that I had no access to records. And then I contacted, financial aid. You can't make up financial aid. It shows that I paid for a doctoral program alongside my master's program and my undergrad program. And they said, we can fully refund you your money under one circumstance. We give you your money back. You don't get credit for not a class, a course, a program you took in this university, at this institute. So do you want us to refund you? Or do you want us not? I said no, because I didn't want to risk the chance of them saying, well, we're going to give you back your money, and it wipes out your entire program. Luckily, I had, I do this with all of the schools. I had downloaded from the actual student portal my transcripts at that time. And I was able to get just about all of my transcripts, including up to like dissertation. But everything else, there's just no holding take for any of our records, which I think is completely effed up. Just
they are going to kill you online this week. They're going to say she has no records. They just want to hate you regardless. But
no, that's fine. And it's not even that there's no records. that I don't. The school had a third party that carried the records only for a limit of 2 years. So it's not me, it's any student that attended Argosy. But again, it doesn't, how can I say it? It doesn't affect me, because if I chose to go get a license as an LMFT, I have my master's in marriage and child therapist, I have my hours, I can just take that and say, hey, let me submit these for licensure, and I want to go sit for my exam, and all I have to do is study. I don't need a doctorate in counseling psychology to go get licensed as a therapist. That's what we're all missing.
The conversation about your doctorate because people can't find your
You know why it doesn't matter that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is not a real doctor? Because Black people love titles. That's why. Black people love titles. That is why they still support Prophet Brian Karn, that we know it is legal documents. If I remember correctly, come on, cousins. Didn't a husband sue him for sleeping with his wife in his house, in the husband's house? Was that the one? It's so much stuff with him. Babies out of wedlock. Stealing tax money, but he's still prophet, and y'all will still go listen to him. That is why there's corner churches with 20 members, and everybody's an apostle, a bishop, a head deacon, a head apostle, senior pastor, overseer, because Black people love titles. You know why Black people flock to Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, who is a fake doctor, an alleged lesbian? Over here, we believe marriage is between one man and one woman, but we don't care what people do with their lives, right? We respect people's rights to live their lives the way they want to live. An alleged lesbian, never been married, never been in a long-term relationship publicly, that we see date men, boys, young men who are young enough to be her son. Do you know why Black people will listen to her? Because she's a doctor. She says she's a doctor, but they will not listen to me, who my name is just Janice. And that's one of the things I said when I came on YouTube. I'm just Janice Hylton. I am so sick and tired of these titles in the Black church. I am just Janice Hylton. I am married 13 years. I share about my marriage. My marriage is public. Everybody know my husband on Facebook, okay? I share pictures of our family. I have published over 30 books. This book, Dating for Day, 23 Times, is almost 400 pages. This is a 3-set book. This is a 2-set book. This is on that. This is 10 Years of Girlfriend. Take Your Cookie Off the Table. The Naked, it's frozen a little bit. Come on, come on. Take Your Cookie Off the Table. It's frozen a little bit. The Naked Wife, almost is over 300 pages. Moments of Gratitude. This How to Read Your Bible is a 4-book series, I believe. Day for Day is coming. Do you know why I struggle on YouTube? Is because I don't have a title in front of my name. And not that I'm struggling. When I first came on YouTube, I came because my friends on Facebook was like, girl, you got to put this on YouTube. This is so good. I didn't even know YouTube paid you. I didn't even know. I was just making videos on YouTube. And for my first month, I had 2,000 watch hours. Black people love titles. Black people, if you just say you're a doctor, people will listen. Black people will listen to you and exalt you. And no matter what happened, no matter what you do, Black people will still listen to you because you have a title in front of your name. Black people will go to her because she says she's a doctor. They will pay thousands of dollars to see her because she's a doctor and come over here and argue with me about $70. Or want my husband profile course for free. Can't you offer that for free? When it took me years to write my husband profile course, it cost me almost $10,000 to do this course, and it's still not where I want it to be. When I retire, I think I'm going to kind of redo it. It is still, and people will email me and ask me, why aren't you offer your husband profile course for free? The husband profile course is a 3 months to 4 months class every Saturday from 6 to I'm on there at 6. Sometimes we up on the computer till 10, 11 o'clock at night. And it's a 3 months course, and Black women will message me and is upset that I'm charging for this class, but we'll go to Dr. Cheyenne and pay her thousands of dollars with no questions asked. So it don't matter to Black people she's not a real doctor. It doesn't matter. Black people love titles. That's why she can come up here and cuss and carry on, talk about it don't matter, F you and all of this. It doesn't, because she know y'all gonna still listen and y'all still gonna pay the money. For fact, but it's been out. And you will listen to her and pay her thousands of dollars to talk to you about marriage, and she's not even married. She don't even like men. She don't even like dinglings. And come over here and argue with me and fight and tell me I should offer my course for free.
I have multiple degrees and I've earned the title. I have multiple degrees and I'm not going to prove anything to anybody. My obedience is to God, not to people. And so as long as I'm in his will and I'm serving and I'm doing his, his word, my sheep.
How is you in obedience to God and you walking around at that event with GZ? I wouldn't even come out of my bedroom with what you have on, because I have an 11-year-old son and my daughter's upstairs. What you had on, I would just wear it in my bedroom when the kids are here. I wouldn't even come out the bedroom because I don't want them to see me. Because I already know what little Michael's gonna say. Mom! Huh? You listening to God? Which God? It cannot be the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. It's not the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Know my voice, even the sheep in wolf clothing. That is not my battle.
That's the sheep in what? Girl.
Yes. Questions that are out there, why not provide the proof of your degree? Why not?
Well, a couple of things, right? I have multiple degrees. And my thing is that my proof isn't something that I have to prove to individuals. My proof is already within my credentials, my degrees, and also more than just my titles. It's in how effective I've been. All of my sessions have been live. For the most part, my sessions with Nick Cannon, Cam Newton.
Are those really sessions, though? Are those
Shannon Sharp, B. Simone, they have all been for the world to see, right? So no one knew who Dr. Bryant was prior to seeing all of my sessions that were live. And they deemed it, as well as I did before they did it, they can't validate me, I validated myself. They deemed it as my work being effective. I am effective at what I do. I'm educated and I'm successful in my lane, and I'll land on this. I created my own lane. And so a lot of times, Marissa, when people say that you created something that maybe they couldn't.
So we jealous.
Admiration turns into envy. And you got to be okay.
Admiration turns into envy. Man, what? Who's jealous of you?
You got to be okay with that in
as
that
an
space.
attack. But I think, and I've gotten this question from many viewers, and I owe it to them.
So now people's jealous.
People see that you created something. I've earned the
People's jealous of her. That's what she's saying. Y'all is jealous. Jealous of what? Anybody could go down, get online to wherever and get them an online degree, man. But again, to me, like I told you, it doesn't matter. Black people still listen to her, still, because she has a title. She has a title. Okay, let's hear what a couple other people say.
Cheyenne Bryant is in some hot water after her terrible interview at the Breakfast Club, not answering the question about where she got her doctorate degree. My name is Jamie. I work in crisis communications, and she is in a crisis, obviously. And then she does another interview promoting her book, not answering the question. She's the kind of person that likes to argue. And she's also the kind of person that in fight or flight, she's going to fight. She has probably contractual obligations to continue to do these interviews to promote her new book. When you do the work that I do of interview prep, research, and kind of tapping into the psychology of someone as they do public speaking, it's very clear to me that she doesn't seek counsel about how to position herself in an interview. These are the consequences.
That's powerful. That is so powerful. She doesn't seek out because she's not a real doctor.
That come when you don't work with people that understand public perception. So here we are. I don't know what's going to happen with her, even though this is like really bad. Dr. Cheyenne.
She's like, even though this is like really bad. Well, we shall see. We shall see what happened to her.
Pepper and Dr. Cheyenne Bryant Dr. Pepper and Dr. Cheyenne Bryant got their degree from the same place. Now you already know. I mind the business that pays me. I go to the messy side. I don't go up there for me. I go up there for y'all, and you're welcome. So Dr. Cheyenne Bryant decided to go on the Breakfast Club, and she said she was clearing up some rumors, and she was clearing them up for the last time. So she went in on telling the story, which I would have never told that story because I don't even think she should believe the story that she said that she went to Argosy University. She did the whole doctorate program, but there's no proof of the doctorate program. Her doctorate. Her dissertation, it's like nowhere, like poof, be gone.
Poof, be gone.
She said that she tried to research through the school couldn't give her no information. So then she said she talked to, because she used FAFSA, so she tried to get with the government, talk to them about, I use financial aid on this program, and where's my doctor? Y'all, she said that this is it. She said that they said they was gonna give her a refund of all her FAFSA money. Wait, what? You saying the government was going to refund you all your FAFSA money, but you couldn't say that you had a doctorate. So she didn't take the money. So she just decided that she going to have a doctorate, but there's no proof of the doctorate. The school.
She should have told the story, honey.
Ain't even there no more. Nobody even knows of the doctorate, but
she shouldn't have told that story.
She is a doctor, but you don't have to. Yeah, my point.
She got a doctor. She a doctor, but she ain't got doctorate. What? I don't understand. But it don't matter to Black people. It don't. I'm sorry. It doesn't. Okay, last one, child. Last one. My thing is acting up. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know what y'all think. What y'all think about this? Okay. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen.
Licensed in mental health and a believer in God, I have more to say about Dr. As someone who is degreed and licensed in mental health and a believer in God, I have more to say about Dr. Cheyenne Bryant's most recent interview. And I want to start off by saying that one thing about y'all is that when y'all get caught lying, y'all love to bring God into it. And I don't like that. I don't know why he got to be involved in your scams. She says that the reason she won't prove that she has a degree or the credentials to people is because the only person she has to prove anything to is God. And I just want to say that God is the one who made the people who decided to make certifications and license for people to be able to practice, so they wasn't out here doing no tomfoolery with God's people. I'm just saying.
Right.
The last thing I would say is that I was not aware that she was doing sessions live for people to watch with her celebrity clients. And that is exactly why she don't want to go get that license, because that is unethical. And though those celebrities can consent to that happening, they're going to therapy for a reason. They're vulnerable. That's why this is getting weird, but I'll let her tell you what she had to say herself.
Earned the title. I have multiple degrees, and I'm not going to prove anything to anybody. My obedience is to God, not to people. And so as long as I'm in his will and I'm serving and I'm doing his, his word, that is not my battle.
Well,
That's
the
his.
questions that are out there, why not provide the proof of your degree? Why not?
Well, a couple of things, right? I have multiple degrees, and my thing is that my proof isn't something that I have to prove to individuals. My proof is already within my credentials, my degrees, and also more than just my titles. It's in how effective I've been. All of my sessions have been live for the most part. My sessions with Nick Cannon, Cam Newton, Shannon Sharp, B. Simone, they have all been for the world to see, right? So no one knew who Dr. Bryant was prior to seeing all of my sessions that were live.
Now, what's wild about this is that Nick Cannon has publicly shared that he has been diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder. So I, one, hope that she was not involved in that diagnosis in any way, because if so, he need to go get somebody else to check him out. Number two is that if you did a live session with him after you knew that he had narcissistic personality disorder, that is extremely unethical. And you know that if you had a license, they would have took it away. Y'all need to stop playing with God. Because God don't, I'm telling y'all, stop blaming God and just say that y'all got whatever going on. As someone who is degreed.
So let's take a look at this outfit. You know, people like to say God and call God, but it don't be lining up. I'm just saying, girl, it don't be lining up. Okay? Now you tell me, Christian woman, we saved, we filled with the Holy Ghost, we love God, we got Jesus. You walking out your house with this? Look at that. You walking out of your house in that? But you saved? You God this and God that? I'm sorry. You know, and I know for the Joan judge community that love to come over here who don't read the other part of the scripture that says you should judge. The Bible says judge righteously based on the information you have. Make a judgment. I'm just saying, girl. I mean, are we saved? Which God we talking about? The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Not the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You coming out of your house like that? I would wear that in my bedroom. Or, you know, the kids are not here. Matter of fact, I got something like that for when the kids are not here. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Get it, girl. Get it. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. So anyways, girl, like I said, it don't matter, child. Black people love black people titles. You just got to say, if I make up with a new title and start a new scam, girl, Woo, child. I would have so many stuff. I would make bills like, hey, it's girl Friday night. I'm about to go watch the movies. I love y'all. I love you. Let me know what you think. My son doesn't have tutoring tonight. I love you. I gotta show y'all one of Michael's tutoring videos. He's so smart. I love y'all. I love you. Watch the video I did. Watch your husband around Laura Lynn Tyler Thompson. You gotta watch your man, girl. You got, matter of fact, I should say, watch Laura Lynn Tyler around your husband. That's what I should say. Watch her around your husband. I love you. I gotta go. I'm tired. Bye. Thank you for showing me love with my books. They're all available on Amazon. At least I got a book or two, girl. At least I got a couple of books. I love you. Talk to you later. Bye.